What is up? I am back again for another draft grade video. I know you guys love the other ones so much that I just decided to keep going. All right, for a minute there, I was thinking maybe I should quit doing these videos. Maybe no one's watching them, but the reception has been so good. I'm making more. Maybe I'm gonna do two teams in this video. We're gonna do Haters Be Hayden. That's Dan's team, and then we're also gonna do Team Mitchapalooza. Um, and that's Ray's team. I think he should change his name, to be honest. Team Mitchapalooza. I mean, Mitch Trubisky. Let's just go off on a tangent right now, real quick. Okay, so Mitch Trubisky apparently is named the starter for the Chicago Bears, and for some reason they didn't pick up his fifth-year option. So, I mean, if for some reason he plays very well this year, they're gonna pay him a lot of money. More money than they needed to. And then I guarantee they're going to sign him for a lot of money, and then he's going to shit. He's going to do horrible the next year or two, and then it's just going to be another waste of money, but they're going to be stuck with it, so they're going to be having to use him, and I'm going to love every second of it. Now, they go out and get Nick Foles' old coaches, previous coaches. They even pick up some tight ends. They pick up Jimmy Graham. They even drafted Cole Kmet as a tight end, I think the first or second round, pretty early on, I think. And that's, I mean, we know Mitch Trubisky doesn't throw to tight ends, so I think they're doing this for Nick Foles. So I don't know what their plan is. It looked like everyone's on different pages there. The Chicago organization is messed up. But I guess we'll tell you what, I am rooting for Mitch Trubisky to ball out this season. So hopefully they sign him and pay a lot of money for him, and then he just does horrible, and I'm gonna laugh a lot. Sorry, no offense to you guys that are Bears fans. I just think it's really funny, the organization. It's really stupid. Anyway, let's start off with Haters Be Hating. This team, now Dan is usually very good at fantasy. I'll be honest, all right? You have my respects. You are a talented fantasy football player. Hats off to you. You know way more than most of these players on the other teams. I'm sorry. You guys are all good. You guys are all do very good in fantasy. Anyways, so his first pick, and he drafted ninth position, which is right after me. I drafted eighth, so he's drafted one after me, and I don't like drafting close to Dan because he's always taking my picks. He did last year. Him and Corey sandwiched me in, and they were taking all my picks. I didn't quite like that. So he takes a running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He takes the Fresh Prince of Hilaire should be his team name. He takes a rookie running back in round one. Obviously, this is a very talented running back. Great position for Kansas City, seeing as Damian Williams opted out of the season. So he's probably going to be started from week one. I think he's got a clear way to be a starting running back. Obviously, Kansas City, very good team. He's in a great position. Not a bad running back. I'm always a little skeptical about taking rookies, especially in the first round. I like to pick somebody who I know is just going to do well, even if it's not like amazing. And the problem with Patrick Mahomes throwing the ball all the time, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, it's a lot of ball to go around. So we'll see how well he does. If he can produce a mediocre season, I don't think he's going to get 15 touchdowns or anything like that, but I think he'll be a good player. His second pick, also on the same team, Travis Kelce, a big man named Travis Kelce. Now, this is actually who I was aiming for in my second pick. That's kind of where I wanted. I was going to go Nick Chubb, Travis Kelce, have that tight end taken care of. I hate playing this stupid tight end game where you're just, is this guy going to be good week to week? You got to take two or three tight ends and they all suck, and you're taking Jonnu Smith, and I don't care. I want the best tight end guaranteed every single week. He's like a monster receiver. And a fast-paced offense. I think this is a fantastic pick. I'm surprised I thought Beecher was going to take him, to be honest. I did. So kind of upset me though, but I think it's an awesome pick. So far, we got awesome running back, potentially, very good tight end, the best tight end. And then we come around to round 3. He takes OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr., for the Cleveland Browns. Now, I think this guy might be the top 5 wide receiver in the league. And to get him in the third round is an absolute steal. I think he's going to have an incredible season with Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. And now I said this before, they upgraded their lines, the Browns. They have a new coach, Kevin Stefanski. And I think this is going to really help Odell Beckham. I think it's going to make him a very valuable. He's already a very good receiver. We know that. And I just think this team's going to be even better with him. So already we got 3 awesome picks. Again, I don't know how you got OBJ in the 3rd round, but everyone's underlooking him for some reason because of his performance last year. And he's kind of a wild card. Something crazy might happen with him. You just never know. He's kind of like that, like Antonio Brown or Des Bryant. You know what I mean? These guys are kind of goofy in my opinion. And then his 4th pick, he picked Leonard Fournette. To get this guy in the 4th round, I think is pretty decent. He went to Tampa Bay, so I think it's a good spot, a good round for him. We don't know what they're going to use him for. I suspect he's going to be the lead back. He can do it all. He's a bell cow. He can run the ball. He's a big, great runner. He can catch the ball too, very well, very efficiently. I see him being a main focal point for this team, and we don't know where this offense is going to go for Tampa Bay with Bruce Arians and Tom Brady, but I think he's going to play a big role. I think he's going to be a decent running back. So right now, this team looks very, very strong. If I just had these 4 picks and I was grading this team, I'm giving an A, maybe an A+. I think you really, you got some question marks at the running back position, kind of, I guess you can say, but Clyde Edwards-Helaire is most likely going to be amazing. I think Fournette might be amazing as well. They have high ceilings. This team looks awesome. His next pick, 5th round pick, is Tyler Boyd, Cincinnati. Cincinnati has a horrible defense. They're going to be passing a lot, and they got quarterback Joe Burrow. How good is he going to do? I'm not a big fan of rookie quarterbacks, but I think he's still going to Tyler Boyd's, I think he's going to be the lead receiver. I think he's going to get a lot of points. Their offensive line scares me, but still, I think this team's going to be pretty good with Joe Burrow. His next pick, Jarvis Landry, another Browns receiver. I actually almost picked Landry, but I didn't want to have Nick Chubb and also another Browns on my team because it kind of, you can't have a receiver and a running back. They both can't score all the time. Although on this team, I think they could. I think this is also a very good pick. One issue, though, is all 3 of these receivers have a Week 9 bye. Obviously, Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry the same week, and then Tyler Boyd also. So these first 3 receivers are not going to be on his team on Week 9. I think that's for me, I don't like to waste weeks. When Week 9 comes, I want to have players available. I don't want to have to drop anyone. I don't want to have to pick up anyone. And what happens if, COVID-19 comes in and takes over the Browns, okay? You don't want too much of that. So something can happen to these receivers. It just kind of scares me having them on the same team, although I think they're both at an elite level and they're both going to do very well. But again, they kind of eat into each other's. Odell Beckham can have a 2-touchdown, 100-yard game, and then Jarvis Landry could do not so much, or vice versa. You really just don't know when they're on the same team like that. But again, I think it's very good. I think Cleveland's going to be an amazing team. I've said it so many times. So I actually picked Baker Mayfield so I can have a piece of if I think the receivers are going to be good. I don't think you can say these receivers are going to be good and Baker Mayfield does bad. I think that's ridiculous. I think if you think the quarterback's going to be doing good, I think you think the receivers are going to be doing good. So I got like a portion of these receivers by taking that quarterback. So his next pick was J.K. Dobbins for Baltimore running back. Also very talented rookie running back going to Baltimore. Baltimore obviously was the leading rushing offense of last year. They get a guy who could be their starting running back. He's going to be behind Mark Ingram. This guy can catch the ball. He can do a lot. I think this is an awesome pick. I think he's going to be a very important player this year in fantasy. Awesome pick. And I would have loved to have him as well. But, you can't get everyone. You just can't. His next pick, he picked a defense with the 8th round pick. Now, I really don't like this one. So I really liked this team before this, but I really don't like this. And it's not because the defense is bad. The 49ers are a good defense. They actually are pretty good. I think the Ravens are better this year, but that's, we don't know. It's too close to say, right? But they're going to be good. I think there's other good defenses you could have picked up later on the road, but I just don't like it around A. I just don't think you need a defense. I don't think you can say the 49ers and the Chargers defense and a few of these Ravens and stuff are that much better than one another. But again, this isn't it's an important position though. If you have a bad defense, you could be screwed. And he probably didn't want to play around with that, so he decided to take one early. He must have a lot of confidence in the 49ers defense. Again, I just don't like it at the 8th round. I think that's pretty ballsy, if you ask me. Kind of a waste. But we'll see. If they somehow they're the best defense in the league, then it would probably be worth it. I just think it's very risky to say that they will be with an 8th round pick. His next pick is Jerry Jeudy, probably one of the best receiving rookies of the year, going to Denver. I think, and you got Denver's very good, probably going to be a pretty good offense this year. And Jerry Jeudy will probably have a pretty significant role in it. I'm pretty sure. I think if there's one rookie receiver you can say that's going to have a good year, I think everyone would most likely bet on Jerry Jeudy. Right? I don't know. Is that would you say that? I don't know. I would. So I think this is a good pick, a good receiver. So he's got plenty of receivers, plenty of running backs. He decided to go for Rams running back Darrell Henderson Jr. for the Rams. I actually kind of like this pick. Now I think Cam Akers is far and away the better running back and will take pretty much all the touches here. But you don't know that. Cam Akers is a rookie, and again, I told you I'm kind of nervous about rookies. So I think Darrell Henderson might come in and actually take that role. It's possible, or he's at least a backup. If Cam Akers is hurt, Darrell Henderson will be the lead guy there. And I think that's pretty valuable. The Rams running backs are very good. I think in the past 3 years, they managed to score 62 touchdowns, 62 or 63 or something like that between that position, that running back position. So they go through their running backs a lot in the red zone, and they end up doing very well, very efficiently. So you want part of this backfield, and I think that's a good pick. Then he went with another running back, another backup, A.J. Dillon, another rookie. So he's got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, J.K. Dobbins, A.J. Dillon, all rookies, and Darrell Henderson, who's behind a rookie in Cam Akers. So very interesting. Very interesting picks for running backs. Again, A.J. Dillon's awesome. I think he's probably going to be eating into a lot of Aaron Jones' time. Probably the touchdowns, probably going to be a third down back, I imagine. He's kind of a bigger guy, especially when it gets cold. In Green Bay, I think they're going to be using him to move around that ball. Then he picks Golden Tate for the Giants. The Giants just have a lot of receivers, a lot of mouths to feed in that offense. I think Darius Slayton is probably going to be the receiver I most want to own on this team, but Golden Tate, he's proven himself as a good go-to guy. I like the pick. Good receiver. His quarterback now, he picks Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. A rookie. So he likes his rookies, apparently. We can see that. Dan likes his rookies. I think they're going to be throwing a lot. They're going to be passing a lot. I just don't like rookie quarterbacks. You just never know what they're going to do. However, if he turns out to be bad, I think he can find one on the waivers, so I don't think it's an issue. His next pick is Brandon Ayuk from San Francisco, a receiver, another rookie. Again, guys, and he took Jerry Jeudy as well, so he's just been eyeing all of these rookies, apparently. I think this is a good pick. I think he's going to be another rookie that's very. They need running wide receivers in San Francisco, and I think he can has a route to that. You never know. Like I said, you never know with rookies, but I think this is a good pickup as well. So I think so far he's made a lot of smart decisions. And then he picks a Denver tight end, Noah Fant, who didn't really show up too much last year, but tight end is a harder position. A lot of rookies first years don't do that well. This is Noah Fant's second year with Denver. Possibility to be very, very good. The only problem is he doesn't really need a backup tight end because he's got Travis Kelce, put the second round pick on him. So it's kind of interesting that he's even wasting a spot on his roster for another tight end when you could probably take Noah Fant on the waivers again. I don't know. Maybe he really thinks he's going to ball out and he's going to use him for trade bait because he's obviously not going to start him over Travis Kelce. We're just a backup. I guess he's just a backup for his bye weeks or whatever. I don't know. And then he picked Matt Gay, the free agent kicker who is currently on no teams. Now, he was on the Bucs. I'll give him that. He was on the Bucs. But now Ryan Suckup is on the Bucs kicking for them. So maybe if nobody else takes him, he's going to drop Matt Gay and pick him up, I guess. I don't know. Kind of a funny move. But that's okay. Not a big deal because that was very recent that they happened. Mike Gesicki with his last pick is round 17. He picked Mike Gesicki, the tight end for Miami. I think he has a very good chance of being very good. Now, are these this right order? I'm starting to think that this isn't the same order that he drafted it in. I think Tommy maybe entered these wrong. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Maybe this is the exact right order. I don't know. I thought he picked Mike Gesicki way before Noah Fant, and at least I would. So let's not worry about too much about the rounds we've drafted him. But let's just know that Mike Gesicki will probably be a good tight end. Do you need 3 tight ends? No. You just don't need 3 tight ends. I don't really know what his plan is holding 2 tight ends. Or 3 tight ends. 2 backups. To Travis Kelce even. No, if he had a different tight end, like a really crummy one or something, then I would understand, you don't know which one's going to do good, so you can take 3 and hopefully one breaks out and that's your guy. But with Travis Kelce, you don't really need another tight end. I imagine he drops these pretty quickly, which is kind of, again, why draft a guy if you're not going to keep him for at least 4 or 5 weeks? I don't know. But overall, besides the tight ends, I love this team. I think it's a very good team. It can be very good. It can be very bad. But most of the time, I think it's got a lot of depth. If a lot of these rookies pay off, I think it's going to be pretty strong. So a dangerous team at that. A very dangerous team. I like this team a lot. I'm very afraid of it. So right now, I think this team and Team Beecher are probably the best. I'm gonna give this draft grade an A. Besides the tight ends, I don't like that, but still, it gets an A. It's a strong team that I don't want to go up against. I'm gonna grade these as if I had to trade my team for one of these. Which team would I trade it? Whose team would I trade mine for? And I think either Team Beecher or this. Hey, I think this team might be one that I would really like. I might to have. So, anyway, very good team. Actually, we're gonna call this a quits on this video. We're gonna rate Team Mitchapalooza, Ray's team, in another video, separate video, just because this is already taking really long. I will try to speed these up and stop talking so much for the future ones. But thank you for listening, guys. Thank you, Dan. Well done in the draft. I don't know what else there to say. So keep watching. Stay tuned. Hope you learned something. Take care. Go Pack.